Hey everybody, it's Audrey and welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is the first week on our new schedule. Earlier this week, I asked you guys on Facebook and on Instagram which day you would like me to post an extra video, and Friday won by a landslide. So moving forward, I will be posting a video every Tuesday and Friday here on my YouTube channel. I'm really hoping to continue growing this platform. I love connecting with you all. And I feel like YouTube is a place where you can see a side of me that I don't really get to dive into too much on my other platforms. So thank you all so much for being here. In this episode, I will be taking you along with me from Thursday after work until Sunday evening. There's nothing crazy going on. It's just my normal day-to-day life. My brother's fiance's birthday was on Friday and they were out of town, so I wanted to leave a few decorations at their house for when they returned. On Saturday, Luke and I took the kids to a hotel. There was no reason, but every once in a while, it's nice just to get out of the house. We need a night away from my parents. Don't get me wrong, we're completely happy to have a place to live, but it feels a little crowded from time to time. And, we kind of miss the just us time that we get together. So just getting away for the night gives us a little reset. I won't lie though, I am starting to get really anxious for the new house. I'll have to vent about that in a future video. On Sunday, I worked on the weekly 10 and getting content ready for the week ahead. So like I said, nothing crazy, but always pretty steady with stuff to do. Okay, let's dive right in. So here I am Thursday after work making chocolate covered strawberries for the birthday girl. I'm going to stick those on the 26 or inside the 26 that I got from Hobby Lobby. I just took the top of the numbers off and filled them. I don't know if you've seen that before. I've always wanted to try that. I think if I were making it for an event or something, I would have painted them, but for this, it really wasn't necessary. Once I finished up the strawberries, I unloaded and reloaded the dishwasher. And then my mom and I went over to my brother and his fiance's house to set up some balloons. You know I love a good balloon garland. They were coming home Friday and I would be at work, so I wanted to set the garland up on Thursday evening. That way when she got home, she would see the decorations. And then over lunch on Friday, I went back to their house and I left a cake that I had bought for her and some flowers. I set everything up like I wanted it to be when she got home, and then I sent a picture of it to my brother so he would be able to recreate it before she walked in the house. So right here, I'm just assembling the balloon garland, and I tell you guys this all the time, but if you have balloon string, you can do balloon garland. There's no special skills required, no special tying. You just tie your balloons like normal, stick them on the string, and then you can hang it up however you want. You can hang it into any shape, doesn't matter. I feel like it makes such an impactful statement, and it's so simple. A balloon string is like $2 for a long roll, so... All right, I'm at my brother's. I set up this little display here for when they get home. There's Kira. Say hi. All right, I am done with work. I am waiting for my grocery pickup, and then I ordered our McDonald's through the app. So after I get my groceries here, I'm gonna go get our McDonald's, head home, and then put everything away. What else do I need to do tonight? That's it. Just clean up, tidy up, because we're leaving to go to the hotel tomorrow. So I definitely want to have everything, all of our stuff tidy, all of our laundry done before I leave. Just something I always do. Okay, so when I got home with my groceries, I unloaded them and got right to putting them away. I did check the no bags on my grocery pickup. That is a new feature. This is like their second or third week that they've had that feature available. I went ahead and brought my collapsible bag and I just had it already open, ready to go. They didn't even ask me. They just filled it up with all of my stuff, and it worked out really well. I plan to do this like every other time because I still use the plastic bags in our bathroom trash cans. But it is nice to not have oodles and gobs of them. Usually I end up throwing half of them away. How many plastic bags can you really store? And by the way, I love my collapsible tote. If you don't already have one, you need one. This is the medium size. I have the medium and the large size. I love them both so much. They're so handy. And then they fold up into nothing. So, you can store them anywhere. A lot of the snacks I'm refilling aren't ones that I purchased. I purchased the chips this time. Some of the other snacks are just leftovers that the kids haven't finished. And then like the honey buns and the peanuts, that's my mom's stuff. My mom will buy the food that she and my dad like, and then she'll just stick it in the cabinet. And then I will organize it and tidy it, set it all up the way I like to. So that's what I'm doing here. A question I get a lot is, what do you do with the food that doesn't fit? And the answer is, I just keep filling up containers. I like the variety of using different size containers. You know, for smaller foods, Cheez-Its and Goldfish, the little containers are good. And then for chips like Doritos, those fit best in like bigger containers. I get a lot of people that complain about the added dishes, but it's not something you notice. I mean, it's not like every single container is getting emptied at one time. It's gradual. I talk about it a lot, but rearranging and tidying these spaces is so important, and it takes almost no time to do. Later Friday evening, we went to my brother's and his fiance's to visit them when they got home from vacation. Saturday morning, I slept in. I got up at 6:45 and did a workout. Then I showered, folded some laundry that was in the dryer. My brother brought over a breakfast pizza for us from Casey's. We love it so much. The bacon is our favorite. We had planned to leave around 11 to go to the hotel, so I had about 3.5 hours to get all of my tasks done. I am telling you, there is no motivation like the motivation right before you leave for a trip. Am I the only one? Comment down below if that's you as well. But for one, there's nothing like coming home to a clean house after you've been on vacation or whatever, you know, not having a bunch of laundry or dishes waiting for you, coming to made clean beds. Oh my gosh, there's nothing like it. Sometimes it's like I don't have the motivation the night before, and I think it's like a subconscious thing because I don't know, I want all of that motivation like the morning of or something, or I just know I'll be productive the morning of. So after I did the laundry, I did what dishes were there, put away the clean ones, and then reloaded the dishwasher. And then I made my daughter some Tiger Bites. I think most people call those cornflake cookies. If you know what I'm talking about, comment below with what you call them. We call those Tiger Bites because our school mascot is the tiger, and they serve them in our cafeteria. Like from when I was little, and even still now with Isabella, they still serve them, and they call them Tiger Bites there. I don't make them very often because, I mean, they're pure sugar plus cornflakes, but for special occasions I will. So like this road trip, she asked if I would, and of course I will make them for a road trip. Just have to be really careful with how often I make those. I did the math, and I think like if you make 24 of them with like a normal batch, they're like 170 calories per cookie. After I did the cookies, I did some more laundry, and then I also cleaned out my purse. If you follow me on my other socials, you probably saw that video. We loaded up around 11:30 and headed south. We got to the hotel we were staying in around 1:30. We grabbed Chick-fil-A, went to Target. Those are two things that are not close to us. So any chance we can stop there, we jump on it. We also went to Dick's Sporting Goods. We do have one of those locally, but for some reason, my husband and daughter really wanted to go, so we did. We spent a good load there too. My daughter wanted some Nike clothes. These name brand clothes will really get me. I'm going to have to start shopping at Goodwill for those or something. We got to the hotel around 3:15 or 3:30, and if you assumed we were staying in some fancy hotel, you assumed wrong. We literally just stayed at the Holiday Inn Express, but again, we were just trying to get away for a night, and we really like the staff there. It's always a very clean hotel. After we got settled in, I took the kids down to the pool. I worked on writing scripts while they swam. I think we were down at the pool for like an hour or so, maybe an hour and a half. And then once the kids were ready to eat, we went back to the room, they changed, we grabbed some dinner. Luke and I shared a meal from the Olive Garden. Isabella wanted Taco Bell and Grayson wanted McDonald's. I ended up laying down at like 7:30. I think I went to sleep closer to 7:45 or 8, but I ended up waking up at like 3:30 in the morning, and I laid around for a bit. I checked emails, messages, notifications, and then I got up and got ready for the day a little before 6. And then I went out to the lobby to work on scripts while the rest of the crew slept. I couldn't turn on a light or anything. They all started waking up around 8. I was actually able to get all of my scripts written for the week. So it was a really productive morning for me. And then I had also made a brain dump that I was working through. We loaded up around 9:45-ish. I, of course, did my checkout routine of stripping the beds, taking out the trash, piling up the towels. Comment below if this is something you do as well. I'm curious to know. We stopped at Mod Pizza for lunch. I'm obsessed with their pizza. I love wood-fired pizza so much, and their crust is so light. And then their no-name cakes, oh, there's nothing like it. It's a good thing I don't live close to one, or my diet would not exist. We got home on Sunday around 1:30. Luke and I unloaded the bags, and then I cleaned out my car to start the week off. Luke is probably more strict than I am about getting everything put away as soon as we get back from a trip. I like that about him. He definitely keeps me honest because I am the procrastinator in the relationship for sure. You guys know I clean out my car every week. And when I say clean, I just mean a tidy. I do a quick swipe with the vacuum to get a lot of the crumbs up, and I wipe it down with my spray, and that's all I do. My absolute must-have is a brush. I'll link it below. It's on my Amazon store, but having a brush is like essential. It gets into the crevices and it makes vacuuming so much easier. And even if you don't have a vacuum with you or you don't plan to vacuum that day, I'll still go over with a brush and just get all the crumbs out of the crevices, like on the surface. So on the dash, the shifter, the cup holder, the vents. And then when I finished my car, I came right in and mopped. My parents were out of town, so I wanted to get the floors done before they got home. It's easier if there's not a bunch of people running around. And of course, I'm using my vac mop to do so. I love it. It's amazing. I'll link it below. I'm always posting discount codes for it. I can do my mom's entire house in like 10 minutes. It's so quick. I love it. So much better than vacuuming and then mopping. So after I finished mopping, I had to go down and rearrange the storage room. I kind of needed to play Tetris with it a little bit. I needed to make room for some dining chairs and bar stools that I bought. And I know what you're thinking. Audrey, are you kidding me? You don't even have a structure yet. I can't believe you bought those. And your thinking is exactly correct. I got excited and jumped the gun. I was worried these wouldn't be in stock in a couple months. Hopefully I can contain myself moving forward. Probably not. After that, I promised Grayson I would play in their little pool with him. So we did that. And then I came in and painted for a bit. I love to be creative. I'm not an artist in any stretch of the imagination though. One thing I wanted to do for the new house was create most of the artwork myself. Again, not because I'm uber talented, but just so it has a personal touch. I enjoy painting. I don't do it a lot, but every now and then. These are the ones that I've done for the house. I'm not sure how I feel about all of them. I'm still kind of deciding which ones I'm using. After I finished painting, I just laid around the rest of the evening. I think there was like 2 hours before bed. Monday was my day off. I got up around 6:15 and worked out. I've just been doing like a quick 30-minute workout, just something to get me sweating, get me moving. I typically go like 15 minutes on the bike, and then I do some type of weight training, nothing too crazy. I would like to kind of build up to something a little bit more, but right now I don't really have a lot of free time. Basically 30 minutes in the morning is all I can dedicate. I would like to do like 30 minutes in the morning, 30 at night, or maybe an hour in the morning, and I'm proud of myself for just doing that. Especially on days I work, I have to be up at 4:30 to get the workout in. So I'm good. If I can get any type of workout in, I'm proud of myself. Then I showered and started our bedding in the wash. For those of you that ask me if I do my weekly 10 all in one day, the answer is no. I cleaned out the car and mopped the floors on Sunday, and now here I am on Monday washing the bedding. I just get it in when I can. As long as I'm doing it each week, I don't really care when it gets done. After I started the laundry, I looked through my schedule to see what needed filmed today. I dried my hair, and then I remembered I forgot to fix up my heels in the shower, so I took care of that real quick. Sorry if this looks gross. I have horrible heels, always dry. I scrape them and then lotion them. After that, I took off my nail polish, and then it was time to leave for my daughter's orthodontist appointment. I switched the laundry on the way out the door, and we were off. We actually don't need to go back to the orthodontist for another year. This was kind of just a checkup to see when or if my daughter was ready for braces. When I got back home, I started the last load of laundry for the day, made the bed, and finally got my toenails painted. After that, I unloaded and reloaded the dishwasher, and then I did some cooking in the kitchen. I had a bunch of eggs in the fridge, so I wanted to make some breakfast tacos for the week for my husband and I. I typically just do like 2 full eggs and then 4 egg whites to make them healthier and lower in calories. This is actually my second week in a row making them. Originally, I started making them to use up eggs, but I really like having a healthy, put together breakfast in the fridge that I can just grab and go, especially having to leave for work so early and not being able to do anything in between, like working out and getting ready for work and then leaving. It's nice just to have something that I can pick up and go, and I know the calories already. What I put in them each week varies. Last week I did turkey sausage, eggs, and cheese. This week I didn't have turkey sausage, so I did eggs, microwavable bacon, potato crowns, cheese. I put them on like a low-calorie tortilla, so the calories for this week were about 170. Last week they were about 150. I just do a quick little assembly line with them, and I don't measure anything out. After I finished getting the breakfast tacos ready, I put them in the fridge and then started on our dinner. We had fish tacos, which is one of my absolute favorite healthy dinner recipes. I just used tilapia. I season it with cumin, chili powder, and salt. And then I pan fry it on both sides. I serve it with, I just get the tricolor coleslaw, and then I add a citrus, like either lemon or lime juice to it, some salt, sugar, olive oil. I make a crema using sour cream and chipotles and adobo, and we top it with jalapenos. Again, I just use my low-calorie tortillas for this. I would guess this plate right here is between 150 to 200 calories total. The tilapia is only 100 calories per fillet. I made 2 fillets, and I divided it into thirds. So it's definitely a good option if you're going low calorie. And tilapia is such a beautiful blank slate. You can add like any seasoning to it. It's just the perfect vessel. So like I said, I divided this into thirds. Luke and I each had half, and then I put the rest into a container to take for lunch. When I reheat this, I just reheat the tilapia just to get the chill off. So maybe like 15 seconds in the microwave, that's it. And I was out of shells, so I just used a bunch of coleslaw and kind of made this like a salad almost with tilapia on it. It was really good that way. And I didn't dress my coleslaw or anything. It wilts really quickly. So I kept it plain, and then I just covered it with paper towel to absorb the moisture so it stays nice and crunchy. That's my breakfast and my lunch now prepped for tomorrow. And then I just cleaned the kitchen. After that, I filmed myself organizing my mom's first aid drawer. So if that's something you want to see, check that out on any of my socials. After I finished that, I did our load of laundry for the day. I finished making the bed. I still had one more sheet in the dryer. Then I packed up for the next day. I went over to the job site to check the progress that had been done at the house. And then the kids and I got ready for bed. And that was my weekend. If you stuck around for this whole video, thank you guys so much. If you took something away from this video, please like it. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, share it with your friends. These YouTube videos are a lot more time consuming for me than my other content, but I feel like it's so necessary. Like I said earlier, I love to connect with you guys. I feel like this behind the scenes content is really invaluable. I'm really excited to share my weight loss journey, the building of our new house. These are real life situations that people deal with, and it's nice to know that you're not alone. So please, please, please keep sharing, keep viewing, keep liking, keep subscribing. I appreciate you all so much. And I don't have next week's content planned yet, so if you have any requests, please comment those below and I will see if I can accommodate 1 or 2 of those. And today we will end on a note from Grayson, but just really quickly, again, I love you. I appreciate you. Thank you all for being here.
Please make sure to subscribe. Bye.